steak and shrimp. I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming from my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now he's on a data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
Hoping I ain't lose religion, texting prayer hands, hope the message sending on. Know I've been blessed, I've been seeing prophets, busted yellow shirts, louder than the broccoli, dancing in my chucks, feeling out of body, say the man got me on. Can you hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? All in my system, been the one I'm kissing. Why might extensions that'll look like expeditions on? Man, it's too loud. Hear me in your city, cause when I start spitting too much drive, need some power steering, cruising to a better vision, y'all. Can you hear me now? 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 Mama, dirty the roads that I've traveled, but I'm on my way. Mama, trust all the steps on my journey, 'cause I'll be okay. I know it's gotta hurt when you know you could've had a president. Guess that I would rather be the man. Maybe one day I'll go back to school. Think I'm probably kidding, but I still mean it. They've been trying to screw me, but I've been a genius. Daddy looking more like home since I made moves. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
It's one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to trap. My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. 4 braids, Yankee fitted, yeah, know it's me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive. A young with money will make offended. I ain't flashy, I'm classy.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White. Oh, nice move. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Holmes. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. He's still barreling through. 23 yards on the play. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Avery Williamson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Holmes. Forced out to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Back to throw. Holmes caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Allen Robinson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. Darnold on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Kennedy. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Detroit!
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. To throw on second down is Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first down throw, Darnold. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, here's Crowell. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Now Darnold. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Avery Williamson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. From the gun, Holmes, a little juke, goes underneath here to White. The 20. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. Throwing deep for Stewart. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Ardarius Stewart there. 3rd down here.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
Back to throw Darnold, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run. This is Camaro. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move but couldn't free much space. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
To throw on 3rd down. Holmes and Robinson with a big catch. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holmes. And his throw is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, Baker. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 319. 319. Check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He'll return it from the 6. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Patriots take over.
Black round. Black round. Ohio. Ohio.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Darren Lee there to get him down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Ohio.
To throw on second down, Holmes steps away to his left and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spot.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know it feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Darnold now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, it's Baker fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll bring them back within 4. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again, and we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead, not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. throwing on first down. Holmes. That escapes the sack. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Holmes. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jake Butt, as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. On first down, Darnold. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holmes. And a dump off to White. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 2nd down. Holmes. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On second down, Darnold going underneath for Corral. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, Corral spins away, and now running right through it. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
On first down, Holmes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looking to throw. Holmes. His throw incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again. Holmes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Holmes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Patriots add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Darnold from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To the right side, complete to Miller. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. On 1st and 10, Holmes. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down. Holmes. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Holmes. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Allen Robinson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And his kick is right through. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Darnold now to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
He's going to fire one deep, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Brianne Body Calhoun. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Holmes. On the right side, this is Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Holmes letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. In for the score. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. He was going to his left. A little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Crowell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gun!
Now it's Darnold. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Jets on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Darnold being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. Looking to throw. Holmes out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ohio! Take 4!
Operating from the gun. Holmes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people are thinking about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Back to throw. Holmes. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
To throw on 2nd down. Holmes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Dances by him. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holmes escaping the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for New England. 47 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Holmes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Holmes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st down, it's Darnold. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And down inside the 10 at the 9. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass. Yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty.
I'm so confused. They'll run with Crowell, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Darnold. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they'll indeed take a knee. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Pats, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills.